Just burnt the shit out of my tongue. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy, where we can never get the tea temperature right because it's an impossible task, and how dare anybody ask us to do so? Too hot, too cold, too late. I'm sold again in NYC. Nope, I'm in LA. That's just not how it goes. Welcome back to the show. A lot of stuff going on in the world of entertainment today. Number one, this is something that probably doesn't mean anything to you guys at all, but we're going to talk about it anyway, and I swear I'm going to convince you that it means something. Meghan McCain is leaving The View. Mind blownness. The blownness of my mind. Fucking wild. Can't believe she's actually leaving after 4 years. Oh boy, does that mix things up over there. I don't even watch The View, and this is big news to me. And again, I will talk about why in a little bit. Number two, y'all know it's not Alive at the Roxy if there's a Britney Spears update and I am not delivering it. Bad news in Camp Britney, or could potentially end up being good news. But as of today, it's not great news. The judge denied her request to have Jamie Spears removed as her conservator. Now, that was a request that was made in November. We talked about it at the time. And so this is not her current request that she talked about. This is a previous request, motion denied. And we'll discuss what that might look like for Free Britney. On top of that, the BB23 cast was announced again. Some of y'all are Big Brother fans. Some of y'all are not. But regardless of that, CBS made a promise to us, and they delivered on that promise. And I want to get your guys' thoughts when we get to Big Brother talk. And then yesterday, I talked about Cosby being released. Today, or last night, Cosby had some words, and when Cosby speaks, I cringe. And what do I do when I cringe? Well, I bring that information here live at the Roxy. So you're welcome. Some just might call me Moana. Nope. Maui. Yeah, Moana doesn't say you're welcome. Well, I bet she does. Moana's a very friendly kid. But Maui definitely says you're welcome. This we know. Look at her using her noggin. And it's not even 1 p.m. yet. Up live, drinking her tea, talking about Maui. I've never been to Hawaii. Would love to go. Somebody gonna take me? All the questions, we're answering them here today live at the Roxy. Let's start in the Streamlabs and see what's going on. Thank you to my amazing mod, Jake Iacovetto. Put that link in there, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Excited to hear from you guys on today's show. Starting with any guesses, and she's singing today an awful lot for no reason. I'm guessing it's going to be Zen Glenn Caesar. Also, happy July 1st, Rabbit Rabbit to y'all. If you didn't say Rabbit Rabbit this morning, spin around 3 times real quick and then say it. It's a whole fucking to-do. Glenn Caesar is the first one of the day. I was right. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlab says, hello and good Thursday, Roxy. And all your nicknames. How are you? Let's check in. How am I? Frustrated. I'm really fucking frustrated today for a lot of different reasons. But I just feel like people aren't treating each other as people these days. And there's a lack of kindness and a lack of like, I see you, you see me. I'm listening to what you're saying. I hear what you need. And I either can or cannot do that. And I'm going to communicate those things with you. I'm talking about in my business. I'm talking about not with Dee and Steph. They're amazing. But just in business right now, in my friendships, in my family, like just, I don't know whether it's quarantine related or fucking who knows what's going on in the stars. You know, I don't really believe in that shit, but everybody keeps telling me weird shit's happening up there. I don't know what it is, but people are not communicating right now. And I feel like I'm a very communicative person. I feel like I over communicate. That's an issue as well, where I'll just express everything I'm fucking thinking. And that is sometimes too much for people. But right now I'm frustrated because I feel like nobody in my life has the skills at this point to communicate. And I'm like, just fucking say what you need. and I'm going to say what I need, and then let's meet on that. Because no fucking shit. Thank you for asking how I am. That's how I'm feeling today. I posted something on Instagram yesterday. I don't, you guys know I don't really follow a lot of these like I think this person was called Dr. Amen. It's probably good too, because there's a lot of people who have incredible advice, shit that I've never heard before, that you guys have never heard before, that's really useful. And this guy, his name, it was on the Lewis Hose show, or maybe Louis Shows. I don't know what this guy's name is, but he had, I think, Dr. Amen on. And this is what Dr. Amen said. Ask yourself, does my behavior fit what I want? And nobody's doing that. That just nailed it. Does your behavior fit what you want? Whether that's in finances, in relationships, like does it fit? And y'all know I told you guys about this. This is nothing to do with my rant right now, but while I'm ranting, because Glenn asked me how I am, just let me live my life. Thank you so much. You guys know about this guy from this year who ghosted me. Honestly, was never going to work out anyway because of 5,000 other reasons. But this guy that I was seeing for a few months this year ghosted me. Seeing for a few months. One day, just never responded to me, never ended up calling me again. It's been 2 months and just nothing. Okay, who the fuck really cares? That has nothing to do with me. That has to do with him, and that's going to be a him problem in life. But I was sitting there yesterday, and I was thinking about this other situation that's going on in my life right now that I'm just kind of frustrated about, that actually has nothing to do with dating somebody. But sometimes something clicks for you. And I was just sitting there, and I was thinking, wow, I'm going to have to see this guy at some point in my life. And it is because we have mutual friends. And it's going to be awkward because it's just going to be really fucking awkward. And I don't want it to be awkward. And also, I feel like I need to communicate to him that it's not a good thing to do to people what he did. And I want to try to protect the next girl who goes to date him from him doing the same fucking thing. So anyway, I sent him like this really thoughtful text about it. And he just never responded to it. And I was sitting there thinking, I was just like, how do you do that to somebody? Like I sat there and I was like, hey, it's been a couple of months. And I know that this is a little strange to say, but I wish you had been a little gentler with my heart. And I'm only reaching out so that I can tell you that had you just picked up the phone and called me and said you weren't digging it, I could not have cared less. And that would have been great. And we could have been friends and friendly. But you didn't. And now I feel like when we see each other, it's going to be awkward. And I don't want that. And I don't want this life for you. I think you're a good guy. So I just wrote like this really sweet message, or what I thought was considerate. And it's been 24 hours and he said nothing. How fucking weird is that? It's just like, why would you not, as a person, just write back and say, copy that? Or like, you're totally right. Or I'm sorry I did that. Or anything, whatever you're feeling. Just people, the lack of communication is like so mind-blowing because we all have hearts. We all have souls. We all have minds. We're all breathing and beating and living. And why not make somebody else's journey on this planet a little easier? I try every day to make every person's journey easier on this planet that I can. Whether it's a person at the grocery store or my sister or my friends, I feel like I fucking pick up every call and listen to every single thing because I want to. I want to help my friends. I want to help strangers. I want to help everybody that I can. Why do people do that? So thank you for asking how I am today, Glenn. The answer is frustrated because of the lack of communication in every area right now. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Moving forward in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Still in the middle of that one. I got literally one sentence through Glenn's before I went on that rant. So he said, just sending well wishes and a thank you for taking the time to hang out. You're welcome. Like Maui. Peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff to you, Grammy and Papo. Be most excellent to yourselves and each other, Roxy and Rockstars. That's you guys. Glenn's giving you homework. Be excellent to each other. Bunnies for Avery Burke and Avery's mom. Rest in peace, Chris Burke. We're thinking about you, Chris. Avery came into the World Girls last night, and we were so fucking happy to have her there. Anytime Avery shows up, I feel like we just got to smother her with love and support and show her what the rock stars band and the World Friends are made of. And then Glenn says, yes, Smet, let's go. Everyone fighting smash cancer. I stand against anti-Semitism. I stand against Islamophobia. I stand against Asian hate. Hashtag stop AAPI hate. I know that Black Lives Matter. Hashtag BLM. Miles Cosgrove, Brett Hankinson, Jonathan McEnley, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, all three of them for killing Breonna Taylor. Hope today is the day. Justice for all people who lost their lives due to excessive force. Hashtag say their names. I'm fucking fired up today, especially about that, but I'm fired up about that every day. Thank you, Glenn, for those amazing mantras for the day. We appreciate you always and that huge support. You've got my heart forever, and you know that, Glenn, the zenest of Glens. John Get Bent in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar says, hate the news, but thanks for reporting on it. Stay awesome, Roxy. That's all. John, which news? The Britney news? The Cosby news? What are you hating on? Because I feel you. The Meghan McCain news? I don't think you hate that news, but maybe I'll get your thoughts when we talk about that. Pink Sweets in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar says, OMG, hi. Hi, Pink Sweets. Let's communicate, Rox. All right, I've got you. Pink Sweets, I fucking see you. I'm hearing you. I'm listening, and I'm ready to communicate. Amen. Pink Sweet says, I've been getting no notifications. Fuck, YouTube. Suck my dick. You're full of a bunch of fucking dildos when all we need is a real hit. All right, Rox. That analogy fell off the cliff. Pink Sweet says, I've missed shows, and that's rude. Rude as fuck. Rude as fuck. But you're here now, Pink Sweets. Anyway, been watching any new shows lately? I watched The Jinx on your rec, and damn, that was good, right, Pink Sweets? You're late to the game, but better late than never. That show was fucking wild, especially the last episode. Have you started Dave season 2? Have a good day, Pink Sweets. You rock. Yes, I've started Dave season 2. I'm 2 episodes into that. I haven't seen the third one yet. Also, there was a new season of Working Moms that dropped. It's on Netflix now. You guys know that's the CBC show that I like. That's the network that did Schitt's Creek and also did Kim's Convenience. Working Moms is fucking amazing. Catherine Reitman is the one behind it. Definitely worth your time. I'm watching Too Hot to Handle. Tweeted about it last night. Feel like that show deserves an Oscar. People are fucking sleeping on it. Yes, I know TV shows don't get Oscars. Yes, I do believe that Too Hot to Handle should be the first one to get it. It is so fucking good. It's so fucking good. And there's another show that I'm watching that I'm loving. You guys know about Loki already. What the fuck is the other show that I've been binging? I'll let you know when I remember. I am wearing a Mythic Quest shirt right now, and I have not seen an episode of this yet, but I'm really excited to start binging it because y'all keep telling me to. And Mythic Quest sent me an Apple TV, so they're fucking A+ in my book. And that's the truth. Did I see that my friend Adrian popped in here? Keep scrolling. Adrian Fernandez. Look who did. We should for sure go to Hawaii. Adrian, that's what I'm saying. Why are we not in Hawaii right now? What's good in the hood? I don't think Hawaii has any hoods. But what do I know? Also, shout out to everybody else who is joining us live right now. John Get Ben, Andrew Thomas, Twinkle Star 89, Manny Gonzalez, Hitman Hudson, Bruce Banner, Ryan Payne, John Bainbridge, Mark Woodvine, Rob Fishbeck, Jake Yacovetta, Travis Gilbert, Hitman Hudson, Jeff Aaron, Pink Sweets, who we know I love the most. Just kidding. I love all of you guys the most. But Pink Sweets is really you. It's really you. French Taunter. Yeah, it's me. It's a me, Adrian. Adrian, welcome to the chat section of the show. You've been gone for a very long time, and we've really missed you. Christian Hardesty, that's what's up. Christian, I made you a World Friend bracelet last night, and Steph is sending it out tomorrow, sometime in the next couple of days. She'll get it out to you, but it's a good one. The bracelets were really fucking cute. I wanted to send all of you guys the ones that I made that said Queer AF, but I thought maybe you wouldn't wear those. So we made new ones that we think that you guys will like. Last night we did that after the World Girls. By the way, who watched our World Girls episode where we did Hollywood Tour Bus? It was so wild and so much fun, but I cannot wait for you guys to see the one next month too. Faint city, bitch. Faint city, bitch. All right, let's talk about some of the things that are going on in the world, and then I will get to Streamlabs again. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Get them in now, get them in loud, get them in proud. I would love to hear what it is that you guys want to talk about today. Before I do that, though, Meghan McCain is leaving The View. Why the fuck's this matter? Do any of you guys watch The View? Well, it matters for a few different reasons. Number one, Meghan McCain, of the people on The View, is the staunch conservative voice on The View. You guys know I talk about her on the show all the time because even though I don't watch The View, she makes news constantly because she's always talking about how abortion is murder and there shouldn't be more money going to homelessness, or whatever. She fucking talks about, she runs her mouth about a lot of things. Meghan McCain and I disagree on 90% of the issues. But that being said, we agree on 10% of the same things, like how when she stands up for the Jews, what's up, Meghan? Appreciate you. And in that one little area. And we agree on the fact that television is more interesting when you have different voices sitting across from each other. I think that it's a major bummer that Meghan McCain is leaving The View. Did I ever think those would be words I would say out loud? No. But here's the thing. Meghan McCain is one of the only people who says anything to Joy. Joy speaks. I agree with almost everything Joy says. I can't lie to you guys. All the time. I mean, not almost everything, but Whoopi speaks. I agree with Whoopi. Joy speaks. I agree with Joy. There's a lot of people, women on that show, when they talk, I listen and I'm like, yes, that's how I fucking feel. My body, my choice. And like, you guys know, I feel that in my whole soul. However, when I am watching people who think exactly what I think over and over again, we're all jerking each other off. I'm sitting there and I'm like, get it, Whoopi. Get it, Joy. Keep fucking going. Yeah, that's right. And then when Meghan speaks, I'm like, you fucking suck, Meghan. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. What the fuck are you talking about? And that's what makes it interesting because she brings up points that I fucking can't stand, but it is a different side. And I feel like it does help me see what's going on more in this country. As you guys know, I live a very sheltered existence in a lot of ways. I was born in Boston, Massachusetts. That's not true. I was born in LA. Good to know, rocks. But I grew up in Boston. Newton, super fucking liberal. I had gay principals at each school that I went to. I had trans teachers. I grew up in a hugely Jewish community. All of these things. And then I moved to Los Angeles, where all of my friends kind of felt what I felt, which was they were all liberals. And they all thought that we could all do all the liberal things and that everybody believed in stem cell research and women's right to choose and gay rights and all the things that I fucking talk about on the show all the time. And all my friends felt that way. And then I listened to Whoopi, and Whoopi feels that way too. And I listen to all these podcasters and people, and the news that I watch and the news that I try to look for are all the people that feel the way that I feel. And so when it came time for the 2016 election, and Trump won, I was like, where the fuck are these people living? I've not met one of them. Where are they? Bring them out. And Meghan McCain reminds me and speaks for the middle of the country a lot of the times. I actually think that her father was a really good man in a lot of ways. And I loved hearing Meghan McCain's goodbye speech today on The View. I think she did a really great job with it. Again, me stating over and over again, I could not dislike her more. I could not disagree with her more. But I think she did a really good job making entertaining television. She speaks in lies. And usually if it was like her own show, I would say we have to fucking get her off the air because everything she's saying is not the fucking truth. But because she is speaking in lies and she's surrounded by people who are telling the truth, I feel like it's a good opportunity to bring in viewers who are there for Meghan McCain and then show them and then combat that logic, which is illogic, with logic. So I'm actually kind of bummed to see her go, even though she makes me want to rip my hair out and is such a fuckhead. But I thought she did a good job with her goodbyes. I think that she was respectful with them in a way, and so were all of the women in a way that I was not expecting. There is no love lost between Joy and Meghan. We've talked about this a million times. If you're wondering if my computer's plugged in right now, the answer is no. So if you're wondering if it's going to die in 5 minutes, the answer is yes. So I am going to get my charger, but not this exact second. Also, I'm not wearing any pants. So it's going to be an interesting maneuver. We'll see how I do there. But I think that where's she go? Where is she going? But she did a great job. Joy was like, listen, you are a tough cookie. You don't back down. Everybody kind of said that to her. And she was like, you are a worthy opponent for a lot of these arguments. And that's kind of how I felt. I feel like Joy is so fucking happy to have her gone because she cannot stand her. And that's how I would feel if she was my coworker. I'd be like, get the fuck out. You are so fucking infuriating. What you say is a lie. Get out. But for the ratings, no. For the ratings, I think Meghan McCain brings a lot of press to the show. And so as a business person, a lot of people are saying Meghan McCain is clearly getting fired and she's claiming she's choosing to leave the show. And that's super duper not true. At least I don't think so. I think that they would for sure want Meghan McCain on the show because she brings a lot of ratings and, again, money and business. So this has nothing to do with, I don't think she's getting fired and she's just playing it off. I think she wants to fucking leave. She said, I'm here with my family and I'm raising these people in my community. And imagine being Meghan McCain, coming to work every day and fighting against Whoopi, who just like runs circles around you. Whoopi's like, Meghan, shh, pipe down, you little child. Like, you're a little fucking gnat. Let me tell you what's the truth. And imagine doing that every day. She probably feels like a moron half the time, even though she doesn't say that. Or maybe she doesn't. Maybe she's just living her best life. If I was Meghan McCain, I'd feel like a fucking fool. I wonder if when I run to get the charger, you guys will be able to hear me. Let's fucking try it. Okay, she's going to sneak out. No pants party. Yeah. Fuck you, Meghan McCain. I'm going to miss you so much, but fuck you. Oh my God. Ow! All right. Also not wearing a bra, so that was a really fucking painful experience. Oh! Your girl's just like getting injured in the name of the show, but she did get a charger, and that's what matters. Let's go into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Ow! Did that sound good coming through the supple tones of the speakers? Whatever. I have something none of you guys have. And that's a fucking mug with my name on it. Roxanne. All right, let's go into the Streamlabs, see what's going on in here. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Hitman Hudson. What up, Hitman Hudson? Hitman Hudson says, so I've been playing The Sims 4. Wow, I have forgotten about Sims. What's good with Sims? With Sims 4, and this game is basically a huge PSA on how kids take up so much of your time. I'm very lucky to not have any right now. Maybe down the line. Meghan McCain is terrible and elitist, and I'm glad she's leaving The View. I get that, Hitman. I get it. The Wheel of Time show officially coming out this year. Get hyped. Okay, get hyped, everyone. Hitman says get hyped. We should get hyped. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlab says, well, I'm glad that I asked you how you're doing. So you could let all that out, RJ. Sometimes we just need to say what we're thinking and feeling so that it doesn't get to nest in our heart and eventually turn us into deeply hurt/broken people. The thing is, though, Glenn, you're right. And it is good to speak these things out loud, but it's definitely not going to nest in my heart because unless I'm in love with somebody, which you guys know, there's only been one, and that fucked up my whole, I'll be fucked up forever from that. I don't really attach myself to anything. So like, it's not like this was nesting on my heart and I was sitting here like, woe is me. Why did this guy ghost me? I was like, yo, this guy is a fucking fuck. And his life is going to be fucked if he can't figure this out. So that's tough because I feel for him. But nothing's nesting on my heart. There's a whole nother dude situation going on right now too. But like, none of it matters unless it matters. And for me, it takes a long fucking time for something to matter. Because like, I'm truly psycho in that department. Is Winston in here? Winston, I fucking miss you. I hate that we don't talk as much these days because of life things, and I fucking miss you. Winston says, laugh my ass off when you said there's something y'all don't have. I swore you were going to say tig old bitties since you ran and hurt yourself. Some of you guys might have big boobs. I don't know. very likely that some of you guys do, but it's painful. It's like, I would imagine it's like when you free ball and you run, if you've got heavy balls. Do balls weigh different weights? Huh. I can't fucking imagine having balls. That is some mind-blowing shit. Imagine having balls. Well, a lot of you guys don't have to imagine it, but for me, just like I don't have anything between my legs, and having balls there would be so wild. Think about that shit all the time. Ace Money in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider says, in an effort to communicate clearly. Okay, Ace Money, here we go. Number 1, Cosby is trash. Okay, feel that. Number 2, Meghan McCain is trash. Feel that. Number 3, Roxy deserves better. Fucking facts. Number 4, the World Girls are killing it. Keep up the great work. Yes, yes, yes. Number 5, fucking free Britney. Yes, we'll talk about Britney Spears momentarily, but yes to what you just said, Ace Money. Yes to 1, yes to 2, yes to 3, yes to 4, yes to 5. Except there are 7 androgynous zones in a woman. We learned that from Friends. 7. Paul 3JP in the Streamlab says, McCain leaving The View is sad. She was the single conservative voice on that program. I'm not conservative, but I think it's absolutely necessary that both sides are reported or are repped. Instead, The View became a soapbox for Whoopi to stand on. I'm kind of into that, though. I fucking love Whoopi. She fucks up sometimes, too. They all do, but like, Whoopi, Whoopi, Whoopi. Also, you're adding an E where it shouldn't be. And then Paul says, no go, happy 4th. I feel like they're going to replace Meghan McCain with a conservative voice, though, right? There's no way they're going to put another liberal voice in there. That would be fucking crazy. So we'll still probably get that voice. I just loved screaming at Meghan McCain. It was nice when those clips came out and I got to be like, you fucking toolbag cunt muffin. Except when she stood up for the Jews. Thanks, Meghan. Leonard Kim in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com. A broken clock is right twice a day. Remember that. Leonard Kim in the Streamlabs says, hey, Dimple Tits, Roxy, sorry to hear you're frustrated. Thanks, friend. But I'm glad you got to vent a bit. I'm with you. I hope they replace Meghan with a contrasting voice, even though she said stupid things. She offered a different perspective, even if I disagree. Totally, Leonard. Hitman Hudson says, I think Meghan McCain's views on homelessness are the ones specifically we should not accept anymore as a society more than any of her other views. Tragically, those seem to be the ones even a lot of Dems seem on board with. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck we should do about homelessness in this country. So I can't sit here and pretend that I do. It's an issue that I feel so, A, uneducated about, B, unsure on how to move forward. Like, I feel like every time I do one thing, somebody tells me a different thing. Every time I give money to a homeless person, everybody tells me that's not what you should do because it keeps them on the street for longer. Every time I don't, I feel fucking so guilty in my soul. Every time I bring them food instead, there's a lot of homeless people who really don't like to be brought food. Also, I can't even imagine anymore because I live out in California. People are out and about and whatever it is. But during quarantine, it was so fucking different. In Boston, it's so freezing. In the winter times, it's just like a different thing in every single city too. So I can't sit here. You guys know I tell you when I have ideas on things. Like, I know what we need to do for brain research. Fucking talk to you guys about this all the time. I know what we need to do for a lot of different causes. But when it comes to homelessness, I'm not the person to ask about it because here are my thoughts. Homelessness fucking sucks. I wish there weren't as many homeless people. And if somebody tells me what to do to help, I'm going to do that. My whole life, I've volunteered at soup kitchens. Those are little things I do and can try to do. But at the end of the day, I'm not the one solving the homeless crisis. Or at least I haven't been so far. I used to go to Skid Row and give clothing to homeless people, especially when it was starting to get colder. I thought that was helpful. But these are like micro little things. I don't know what to tell people when people are like, what do you think? What should we do about the homeless problem in Los Angeles? And I'm like, work on our economy and just try to be fucking friendly. So I clearly don't know the answers. And I tell you guys when I don't know the answers. And that's me not knowing the fucking answer. But you guys might. know better than I do. Ryan Payne says homeless is always going to be a complicated issue in America because it's always pushed to the back of our minds. Yeah. Because likely if you're in here, you're probably not homeless. So the people who spend time talking about it are not the people who are suffering from it usually. Going into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Christian Hardesty with that big support. What's up, Christian? Says, can't wait to get that bracelet. Hopefully things start getting better for you. Things are good. Things are not good. Things are fine. It's okay. A lot of things are good. Good things. I have a sick group of friends who really fucking care about me and love me. I have a roof over my head and usually can feed myself. So that's pretty fucking dope. And also it's like sunshine outside. Papa came out of the hospital. So those are all things that I'm like, it's good. The rest of the stuff. Winston says, did you hear the BS the LA City Council passed on homelessness today? No, I didn't. Was this about, I saw something, Winston, with like the, I'm going to use the wrong fucking word. That's probably going to be really insensitive right now, but the sheds. Like there were these mini house sheds for homeless people. There were 75 of them being built or something. I think I saw Garcetti doing fucking something with this. And I was just thinking, God, Garcetti and Newsom fucking suck. We have really shitty leadership here. Is that what you're talking about? I did not see a council passing any. I did not see the council passing anything. So maybe that's what people are asking me about. And I missed it. And you know whose thoughts I actually don't want to hear about it? Meghan McCain's. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Getting your questions, comments, concerns like Ace Money just did. Ace Money says, The View really needs to diversify their panel. Meghan McCain doesn't represent Republicans in their current form. They are Trumpers now. They also need to get a progressive on the panel. The current liberals on the show are rich and very out of touch. Ace Money, this is the problem, though, because how do you get somebody on the show that isn't rich? If you find somebody and you pluck them out of obscurity, you still have to pay them and they'll be rich. So it's so hard whenever people say, like, rich people are out of touch. Yeah, totally. However, those are going to be the people on TV because to be on TV, you make money. So it's just so hard to find anybody that wouldn't be the case with. I just don't picture it happening. But you are right in a lot of ways, especially about Meghan McCain not representing all Republicans in the same way that not one Democrat represents all Democrats. DK said, didn't Newsom decide to pay everyone's back rent? That's currently the only way to prevent homelessness. I did not hear that, so I don't know. The apartments are for rent, though, and owned by the city and town, says Murderanta. Plus welfare aid for the people in dire straits. No, I'm missing something. Somebody tell me what happened. Somebody tell me what happened. I'm going to write a song about it. What happened? In the meantime, we're going to move forward and talk a little bit about Britney Spears. This was a fucking bummer to hear, but it's not as bad as it sounds. And I only say that because the way that it's being reported on headline-wise right now is that Jamie Spears is not being removed as a conservator of Britney Spears' conservatorship, and that has anything to do with Britney just coming forward in the conservatorship hearing and speaking up. This has to do with something that took place in November. In November, on this show, I told you guys about it. Britney Spears requested that Jamie Spears was no longer going to be the conservator of her conservatorship. And finally, the judge just denied that. Now, apparently, we have another month to appeal that and or also file a different motion. I'm using words that are over my head right now. I think the word's motion. Is it notion? File a notion. File a motion. I think it's motion. Pretty sure it's let's file a motion to appeal. Yeah, it's got to be motion. That sounds right. Whatever it is, we still have a month to work this out, or Britney Spears' lawyers do. And this does not have anything to do with Britney's request to end the conservatorship. This was just to remove her dad. Why it was denied is beyond fucking me. Yeah, you guys are saying it is motion. Couldn't it have been notion, though? Why it was denied, even though this isn't that big of a problem because we still have time, why it was denied is so confusing to me. I don't understand. This woman, regardless of whether it's now or was in November, is asking that her father does not have say over her finances and that somebody else does. Why can't we do that? Why does it have to be her father? This is so fucking strange. It doesn't make sense. What am I missing? What are we missing? As I talked to you guys about before, even if she suffers with mental illness, even if she spends her money poorly, even if all those things, why does her father get to choose the colors of her fucking cabinets? Why can't she go outside without his permission? And yeah, there has been a lot of updates on this, as Britney is currently in Hawaii with her boyfriend, and her father has said under her conservatorship, he only deals with her finances. The other conservator that was named the conservator last year is the one, or 2 years ago, is the one that deals with her relationships and the IUD and all of that stuff, which he is denying is the case as well, that she could get pregnant, but she says she couldn't. All this back and forth, I think they're using to try to bring doubt into people's minds. But all of that included, we believe Britney, but also, even if you don't, just look at the facts. She is a fucking 39-year-old woman who is saying she wants to have kids. She wants to be with her man. She doesn't want to work. And we've had to watch her continue to work, not have kids, and not be able to be with her man. So those are the facts. How are we going to say, no, this conservator says that he said, look at the fucking facts. People use your... So this is some fucking sexist bullshit, but the judge shut down Britney Spears' request is coming from Variety to have her father removed from her conservatorship, at least for now. New court documents were filed by the LA Superior Court on Wednesday to show that the judge has denied a months-old request by Spears' attorney. A months-old request, from November. Samuel Ingham III, don't forget the third, to remove their father, Jamie Spears, as her sole conservator. These documents are not in direct response to last week's hearing, where Spears gave an explosive testimony. I don't know if I would call it explosive. It was heartfelt and sad. Though Spears delivered a powerful 24-minute statement, the judge cannot make any rulings based on what she said, as she still has yet to file a petition to terminate her conservatorship. Quote, the conservator's request to suspend James P. Spears immediately, which is Jamie, immediately upon the appointment of Bessemer Trust Company of California as sole conservator of a state is denied without prejudice. How is it without prejudice? But the new court filings are another legal setback for the singer, but the judge's denial is nothing new. Samuel Ingham the third has filed the request to remove Spears' father back in November 2020, stating that the client was afraid of her father and would refuse to perform again if her father continued to be in charge of her career. At that time, Judge Brenda Penny, we know as the current judge, declined to suspend her father from the conservatorship, though she did not rule out future petitions for the removal or suspension. So that's why we still have hope on the horizon. Also at the time, the judge appointed financial company Bessemer Trust as co-conservator. So that was fucking something. Today's paperwork was solely intended for the judge to approve Bessemer Trust as the co-conservator, but also reiterates the judge's decision to not remove the elder Spears from the pop star's conservatorship. However, it's significant that the document was signed by Judge Penny on June 30th, after the singer's explosive testimony, where she told the judge that her conservatorship was abusive. That's what I'm saying. Like, even though this doesn't have to do with that one and wasn't in regards to that one, it still seems fucked up as shit. Frustrating. What did I say the word of the day was? Fucking frustrated. We're frustrated. We're mad as hell. We're not going to take it anymore. Fucking free Britney, you morons. Baked Potato in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strauss said, I heard they were making a spin-off of Supernatural. I really hope it's actually happening because I need some new Supernatural back in my life. And Sims 4 is such a downgrade compared to Sims 3. Wow, are y'all still Simsing? Damn, what did I miss? I haven't Simsed in a while. Since I was like 12, maybe. I never watched Supernatural either. I don't know how the fuck I missed it, but I missed it. I didn't ever see a single episode. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs says, thanks, Roxy, and everyone who chooses for showing up for people that need it and want it and giving support whenever, however they can. That's cool. The sound of your song of life won't be forgotten. Remember to always be easy on yourselves and fly free. Fly, Robin, fly. Glenn also says you're unique, you're kind, you're caring, and being so unselfishly loving and supportive of others, including strangers, whether it's on the internet or not, makes you humane and worthy. Your healing medicine and or soothing ointment. Glenn, what happened to the ointment removal for a wound? He still fucking ointmented me. Your story is important, deserves to be seen and heard. So please do your best to see and hear those around you who aren't like you, who still appreciate being seen and heard, even if they're just silent about it and waiting. May we be the sun shining extraordinarily bright so that we can see what's all around us, as well as be seen by those who are in a fog, but who are searching for that luminous spark as they're trying to make it through clouds and can't quite see as clearly. Glenn, I love everything you said except for the ointment. It was the ointment for me. He also said, cheers to finding fuck yeah news. What brings us smiles, laughter, joy, and maybe bliss in each of our days, our weeks, our months, and even our years, so that we can all glow in the flow like little inextinguishable fireballs or stars here on Earth. Peace on Earth. Thank you, Glenn, for that. The fucking ointment. Yeah, Bruce. It's all about the ointment again. It's all about the fucking ointment. All right, friends, Streamlabs in. Let me know your questions, comments, concerns, as we are going to be out of here in a little bit. But before we do that, a couple more things to briefly talk about. Big Brother 23, their cast was announced. And why is this a big deal? CBS promised us that 50% of their casts moving forward for these shows would be people of color. And Big Brother 23 is the first time that we are seeing them cast a Big Brother where it's not just like one or two black people, which is how it is all the fucking time on the show. I mean, constantly on this show, there's one black person, two black people, no Asian people, no, like there's just, it is so, I love Big Brother so much, but that show is so fucking white. So fucking white. And now we have a more diverse cast, which is cool because it will create a better show. Because then we have people from different backgrounds and different walks of life. This show is premiering on July 7th, which is coming very soon. I don't know why it's premiering so late in the season, because they would have been, usually this starts in June. And because of where we are with production and quarantine stuff, I feel like they would have been able to start this in June, but maybe it still was delayed because of quarantine. Regardless, I'm still really, really interested. There's 16 cast members, and I want to get to know all their stories. Bruce Banner says, wait, there's black people on Big Brother. I might actually watch it. LOL. Yeah, there are. This season there are. The cast members, Alyssa Lopez, she's 24. She's from Sarasota. And apparently she's witty, sarcastic, and outgoing. She's a weightlifter and a swimwear designer. Then there's Aza Awasam, who's 30, from Baltimore, Maryland. She's director of sales. She's charismatic, crafty, and clumsy. She loves to cook. Then there's Brent Champagne. Imagine your name being Brent Champagne. Kind of looks like he's going to be the D-bag of the season, but he's from Cranston, Rhode Island. He's a flight attendant. Oh, that's cool. He's 28, and he loves sports. Good for you, Brent. Brittany D'Angelo. She's 24, Niagara Falls. She's a kindergarten teacher. Aw, Brittany. She's driven. She's loving. She's compassionate. I think she's screwed. Brittany, you screwed, girl. Christian Birkenberger. He's from Connecticut. He's a general contractor. He's charming. He's friendly. He likes being with his friends. Yes. Christy Valderisi, 27, from Philadelphia. She's a professional dancer, determined and energetic. She likes to dance. She likes a spicy marg. Me too, Christy. Me too. Derek Frazier, 29, Philadelphia. Safety officer, loud, assertive, outgoing. Sounds good. Derek Zhao, 24, Baltimore, Maryland. Startup founder. Are y'all getting the gist of this? Let's see what's going on first. Steven Hansen says, have you seen the Challenge All-Stars on Paramount Plus? I feel like you would dig it. It has an old school challenge feel that has been missing. I can't believe how long it's been that I have watched the challenge. No, I don't have Paramount Plus. And I was thinking about getting it just to literally watch this new challenge because everybody's telling me that I would like it, but I don't know. Paramount Plus, just how many streaming services can I have? Brandon Frenchie French. Oh, he goes by Frenchie, but he's from Tennessee. He's 34. He's a farmer. And his three adjectives, the first one is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious and exuberant and compassionate. I think he's screwed too. He's got kids at home too. We hate to see that, the crying and we love to see that they have kids at home, but it's just hard when the dads leave and just it's too much for me to watch. Hannah Chata, 21. Ooh, Hannah, freshly drinkable. Hannah's from Chicago. We know how I feel about Chicago. Fucking love it there. Hannah's a grad student. Hannah's calculated. Ooh, composed and versatile. Hannah, you might have this. Hannah's also hot. Kyland Young from California. Currently lives in Venice Beach. She's optimistic, dynamic, and engaging. He's cute too. He's 29. Kyland and Hannah. I could see it. Sarah Stiegel, 27, Boiling Springs. Forensic scientist, sweet, quirky, and self-driven. She might be Scrooge. Very smart. She's going to have to lie about that. She's going to have to lie. Tiffany Mitchell, 40, Detroit, Michigan. Kind, funny, and outgoing. Tiffany? Travis Long. Oh, no, Travis. From Austin, Texas. Lives in Hawaii. Travis might be an ass, too. They say not to judge a book by its cover, but why is Roxy doing 5 different accents? LOL. Pink Sweets, because I'm living my best life. Whitney Williams. Now, this is like the girl who looks like Big Brother girl. Like blonde, white-ass teeth, 30, Portland, Oregon, makeup artist. They usually do pretty well on the show. Don't usually win, but do pretty well. Xavier Prather. Oh, he's so hot. He's from Kalamazoo. Personable and confident. Xavier. I like Xavier. And that's the list. Without showing you any pictures, I just described all the Big Brother people. And half of them are people of color. Good for you, Big Brother. You finally fucking showing what America looks like a little bit more. We appreciate that. All right, y'all. What are your thoughts? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Are you watching Big Brother this season? Does that make you more intrigued to watch Big Brother this season? Or do you still not give a flying fuck about the show? Emil in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer said, I would lose my mind if my own will wasn't even in charge of my own life. People treat animals with more respect than Britney Spears. I'm assuming you're talking about. Yeah, Emil, totally. Thank you for sharing. Leonard Kim in the Streamlabs says, I appreciate the diversity of the BB23 cast. I hope this continues for future seasons. My one concern is that last season absolutely sucked, and therefore I'm entertaining this upcoming season with caution. The hair looks beautiful, digging the ponytail. Thank you, Leonard Kim. Yeah, I agree. Last season fucking sucked. It was the worst season of the show ever. And so hopefully this will get better now. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs says, my bad, absolutely a soothing balm. The earlier combo threw me off. LOL. Anyhow, to be clear, I wasn't saying that guy ghosting situation would nest, rather that anything that's not pleasant, words or actions, can impact us. So we got to get it out. Glenn, I hear you, baby. Thank you for that. Evan Hooker in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer said, can't believe Glenn got you with the ointment again. The disappointment. Sorry. Wow. Ointment is in disappointment, and that is disappointing. Yuck. No, just not into it. Before we get out of here, another thing I just want to briefly address, although at this point I don't want to give this man any fucking more news than he's already getting, but Cosby spoke about the situation. And okay, I guess we'll just get into it. Streamlabs and your thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. This is what Cosby had to say. I have never changed my stance nor my story. I have always maintained my innocence. Thank you to all my fans, supporters, and friends who stood by me through this ordeal. Special thanks to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court for upholding the rule of law. Just my innocence. How can you be, this is a money thing, that rich and arrogant, but you're not being released because people are changing their mind about you being innocent. You're being released on a technicality. Just fucking disgusting. Ugh. And then he tweets it with a picture that made me feel so gross. Okay, so the tweet, this is the photo that he tweets it with his quote on it. Like, like he's some kind of fucking martyr for this cause. This is so disgusting. You got 8,000 likes. Like, who are those 8,000 people? Just fucking awful. Never changed your story. Yeah, the story is that you drug and rape women. And you admitted to that. And the only reason it can't be used is because you got a judge, or the DA, to say they would only use it in the civil case, but you admitted to it. Gross. So on that fuck no news, let's get the fuck out of here. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider for any last minute questions, comments, concerns. Maybe one of you guys could end us with fuck yeah news. Baked Potato in the house said, aren't you supposed to be in that show? Or is it Bachelor? What happened? Baked Potato, which show? What show am I supposed to be on, Baked Potato? I don't think I'm supposed to be on any show. For a Collider Live bit, Christian had me go through the Bachelor audition process a while ago. It was bizarro, but I wasn't supposed to be on any show. So Big Brother would be ridiculous to be on. All right, let's get the fuck out of here, guys. As you know, I'll be live at the Roxy tomorrow. I'll also be doing Only Stupid Answers in the morning. So check that out, OSA with DJ Wooldridge. Make your beds. Let's see the order of importance today. Least important, make your bed. Still important. Blow on the internet. Next most, because we got to check it. Put down the toilet seat and lid. That one's really important so you don't get sick. We don't want the perflumes. Don't tremble the Holocaust. Extremely important. And then Brett, Miles, Jonathan, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. Because we're just fucking waiting. Just fucking waiting. All right, friends. Much love to all of you guys. Stay safe, stay sane, and I will see you tomorrow live at the Roxy.